Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to a reading for you guys for October. I'm so delighted to be here and doing some readings and playing with some really fun new tarot decks. Full disclosure, this is the second time I am trying to do this reading for you. So we'll see how it goes. So glad that you're here. If you are a sun, moon, rising Aquarius, feel free to have this mean a potent message for you. If you have an Aquarius in your life, if you just want to watch a reading for Aquarius, it's all for you. So the messages are just meant to be sort of conversations with spirit that help with guidance, with support, and to help see if there are things coming up we can work with to the best of our ability through the month. So Aquarius will get a few oracle cards for you guys, and then I'll do a Celtic cross to see what kind of energy is coming through for you. Okay. Ooh, the crumbling. What are you clinging on to, Aquarius, that by getting rid of would show you more of this beautiful, gorgeous, exceptionally fruitful garden in the background here? Are there things standing in front of your heart that you could let go? Old belief systems, old hurts. I'm getting this like really strong sense that you are feeling particularly guarded with this card, and that just by letting go of whatever it is that's holding you back from connection, from love, particularly from relationship, you will in an instant find so much more peace, so much more connection, so much more bounty on the other side of that. Let's see what other cards are here for you. And I'm sure that message will reveal more of itself throughout the reading. These oracle cards tend to be these like larger themes, and as we do your Celtic cross, it's amazing how they kind of tie in and have deeper meaning as we look forward. This is this really awesome mushroom deck. It's been really fun and just like so weird in the best, most amazing earthy kind of way. So mushroom deck oracle card for you. The morale, challenge, desire, and greed. Okay, really interesting. I'm going to read from the book for this one, but these aren't like this mushroom deck is not particularly forthcoming. What I'm sort of getting from this card though is just like how fancy and beautiful and intricate and like it's really giving diva vibes here. The morale. I'm not like a big like I don't forage for mushrooms. I know that can be like a whole thing that people do. Are morels like exceptionally lucrative? Like do you have to find secret places to find them? I think chanterelles are like that. I don't know. Let me go ahead and just see if there's something particularly helpful in the book. This just says, foragers go to great lengths to hide the secret spots where elusive morels grow. Are you motivated by scarcity or do you embrace abundance? Okay, fascinating. Well, I'm just seeing this Aquarius as like this real invitation to lean into how fabulous you are and to not hide your light and to just be like gorgeously out there this month and showcase your lux, right? Like showcase how fabulous you are. There's no hiding. And also by doing that, you're sharing it with the world. And I feel like to do that, you also have to kind of like let go of whatever's holding you back from just being incredibly fully self-expressed. I'm really curious to see how that's going to translate into the rest of these messages for you guys. Lastly, for oracle cards, we have a crystal message or support for you guys for the month of October. Let's see what that looks like for you, Aquarius. Crystal, but the back of the cards have these like really sweet animals on them. Oh, heal your heartbeat. Wow. Okay. Rhodonite. So yeah, the story is kind of coming full circle here about just being healed, leaning into healing, and also like coming forward from a broken heart. Oh, I just saw the stone on the heart on the front of the hummingbird, which is really interesting. So like really coming forward from that mend as feeling like healed and precious, head up, feeling proud, the hummingbirds are like one of the lightest, most dartiest little birds in all of the land, right? They like, their hearts beat the fastest. They are the most agile. They flit around all of the time. They're also ferocious. If you have hummingbird feeders, they are exceptionally territorial. They like pop in at different times. They will chase other hummingbirds away. They can often be messages from spirit, kind of like people choose to see feathers from spirit as messages, but hummingbirds themselves can be absolutely ferocious and claiming what is theirs. So let's see what this says. When you're feeling calm and centered, your heart beats in an even rhythm. Listening to it becomes self-soothing, helping you to remember your personal cadence. But when you're anxious, especially when you're perpetually anxious, your heart stutters and skips. Your own skittish heart sends you deeper into unease and angst. But it's not your heart that's the problem. The problem lies deeper, rooted in vulnerability that is causing the anxiety. Put your hand on your heart, Rhodonite instructs. Close your eyes and feel its beat. Once you're in sync with yourself, ask your heart what's feeding its anxiety. To heal your heart, you need to first know in what way you feel vulnerable in the world. It's time for this first step. This is really beautiful. And I feel like doubles down on this message of allowing whatever is holding you back to crumble so you can be vulnerable and step into more connection. If you're dealing with a broken heart this month, Aquarius, I am sending you so much love, and hopefully there's a really fabulous message in here. Well, there already is. You are just such a fabulous character here in general. And the more that you let go of whatever isn't serving you, or ways that you're feeling poorly or badly about yourself or the world, or whatever way you want to just let go of fears and old belief systems and negativity and resentments, you are going to flourish this month. I'm going to say a short story about forgiveness. I came into like just a full body understanding of forgiveness a couple of years ago. Went through a really bad breakup, and I just all of a sudden understood that by forgiving him, I was just cutting the tie between us. It's like, it didn't excuse anything that he did. It didn't excuse any of the ways that I was justified in feeling poorly. But by forgiving him, I was like, oh, you did your best, which let's all agree was exceptionally not up to par. But you did your best, and I am for sure letting you go. And by forgiving you, I was able to like step into more joy and just like lose the dead weight of carrying that around. So I don't know if that helps, Aquarius, but it was exceptionally freeing, and no one has to like lose accountability with forgiveness. Like, it's just for you to lose so much weight and step into so much more heart opening and centering. So what is your central energy for the theme of October, Aquarius? The Four of Cups in reverse. So I love this for you. This is exactly what I was just saying. So Four of Cups in reverse here is talking about letting go of whatever is guarding your heart to allow more openness for emotional fulfillment. We're talking here about the feeling of being stuck emotionally, of feeling like it's too much, of being closed off to more love, more connection, of feeling bored, of feeling stagnant, of feeling apathy, of like not feeling in the heart. When we see the Four of Cups reversed here right in the center of your month, there's a motivation here that while you have been feeling that way, or while that's been sort of the mode is adjusting. It is letting go. We are letting go of any apathy or stuck this month that is holding you back from really feeling exceptionally fulfilled. Let's just turn this over to check out the card, because I have not seen this before. I don't know what that is. Nautilus. I think that's the creature that leaves us with the nautilus shell, but I actually don't know. Is that a nautilus? I don't know. If you know more than I do, please feel free to leave in the comments. And if it has a particular message or metaphor that would be helpful in this instance, please let me know. But Aquarius, you're going to be letting go of a whole lot of stuck right over that heart. Oh, so beautiful. And the card that is crossing you, Aquarius, is Judgment, which means this is a second chance. This is a second chance of life. This is literally taking whatever has died and giving it new life. This is composting any and every experience you have gone through recently that has been hard, that has been heartbreaking, that has been rough, that has been challenging, and using it to foster and grow the most beautiful flowers of your life, the most beautiful fruit of your life. And having that outlook this month, this crossing energy, as much as you can get into this thinking about what's happening, the faster that will happen, the better that you'll feel, the faster that will help you along your way. The more you can consistently just choose to little by little or more by more let go of anything that's holding you back, specifically emotionally. Go ahead and cry, go ahead and emote, whatever it is, you're going to really step into whole new second chances at life, at relationship, at jobs, like whatever it is that you're dealing with, Aquarius. Love to see that for you. What is up above you? What are you focused on this month? The King of Pentacles. Really interesting. So there could have been some changes recently that really left you feeling unstable, or maybe you're going through a move, or maybe you are very clear about shaking things up foundationally, financially, materially, about where you're at. This could mean that you've been really focused on, or a lot of your focus in the past has been about material stability or wealth or gain. And you are very focused this month or around this time frame of not letting that hold you back from feeling good, from having fulfilling relationships. I went through like years of this particular professional focus I had, 7 years. And it cost me my health. It cost me friendships. It cost me my time. Like I couldn't go to the gym. I couldn't be active. I wasn't engaging in things that I loved because I was so focused on being financially stable, on getting to a certain financial level, a place, on what that looked like for things that I could buy, for my living situation, for my house. I just had this huge focus. And after it kind of gained some momentum after a couple of years, I couldn't stop. It was building. It was something that I was really invested in. This month, you could be focused similarly, Aquarius, on how that hasn't served you, or on how you are ready to like let go of financial and material security and wealth at this point to really focus on other things that might have had to be on hold or have gone by the wayside, like that particular instance, to really come back into balance. So perhaps there's been a relationship that's really suffering because you've had to focus on work, or that you are now letting go to sort of come back into balance. I'm going to get a clarifier for you here. The Lovers in reverse. This could also look like letting go of a person, right? Like the King or the Court cards can often represent people around us or surrounding us. So this could also be a choice to let go of anyone in your life that's feeling overbearing. That is the King of Pentacles character when it's out of balance. So that's going to look like someone who's controlling, who feels like they are holding you back, who is giving you too much structure. This could look like a boss. This could look like a partner. This could look like a mentor. Anyone who's like, oh, you shouldn't do it that way. You got to stay inside. You can't go outside to play. You have to make money in this particular way. You have to work 60 hours a week. If there is someone, a character in your life that is holding you and constraining you, you might be breaking that tie this month to say, heck no, no way. I am going outside. I am going to date whoever I want. I am going to make money in a way that feels sustainable and nurturing to me versus like this tyrannical essence or feeling that's happening. So you're really focused on where your stability is coming from and potentially really mixing that up this month, Aquarius, to feel better. So what is here in the subconscious? That's really fascinating. What are you building the rest of the month off of? Okay, well, you are right on track, Aquarius. First of all, look at how cute this guy is. I love this card. This is a little otter, and this is the Ace of Cups. So right here in the foundation of your month and what you are building the rest of the month off of, sorry, I have to move here, is filling your cup, is maximizing the love that you want to experience from some kind of gift of love from the universe. The Ace of Cups is an experience where we have a new relationship, or we have some new opening of the heart. There's some new access to opening your heart. Maybe that's like seeing a puppy, or maybe it's like having a baby, you know, and anything in between, right? There's like a whole range that could happen here. But here in the subconscious, there is a real gift of heart opening. And I love that there's this otter here that's like swimming in lily pads. Like otters spend their time in the ocean. So lily pads and lotus flowers are not really a part of like the ocean environment. So it's really saying here to me that like you can thrive, and there's this gift to thrive and just be overwhelmed and overflowing with a full cup, regardless of what environment you're in, even if you are in a strange environment. And Aquarius, you might often feel that way just for being you. You are often a person who feels outside of your time in a lot of ways and places in your life. Really beautiful here. I just love to see it, Aquarius, because there are some things already in this reading that kind of speak to potentially going through a tough time, or mending a broken heart, or mending or coming through some really tough emotional experiences, and maybe having a tough time being yourself or feeling like you're thriving. And to see the Empress and the Ace of Cups here in the foundation just tells me that you are so exceptionally resourced and supported to be resourced from the inside out, which is how we create our own universe day to day to day to day. Minute to minute to minute to minute. You are in a place of receiving. You are in a place of just feeling exceptionally abundant and knowing your self-worth to the point where like things come to you. You are a bright light with this Empress that is lit up so that you are just drawing opportunities. You are drawing people to you. You are just alive. You are exceptionally alive. And if you don't feel this way, don't worry about it, because these cards being in your subconscious mean that like this is what you truly know about yourself and what is like you're building the rest of the month off of. You know your self-worth, and you're having experiences that are really showing you that and are going to bring you an exceptional feeling of peace and opportunity and like wealth and fertility as well. If this is about having a baby at all, or if you are family planning, the Empress is pregnant, but she's also just such a sign of fertility because anything around her just grows. She's amazing at plants and all of that stuff. So here in the and the Ace of Cups too for fertility, if you're family planning, just know that that's there for you if you want it. What happened here in the recent past for you, Aquarius? The Queen of Cups in reverse. There was some kind of instance or situation or event here that happened in the recent past where emotions were flying high. Maybe there was a lot of emotion. Maybe there wasn't a lot. Some kind of a trauma like happened here, mini or major, where it left you not feeling emotionally grounded. And the Queen of Cups, when she's not balanced, can either be like iced off from her feelings and heart and not having a really hard time connecting emotionally to herself and to others, or she can be overly emotional. It can be a lot of depression. It can be sadness. Are you crying too much? That is not a judgment, right? But like, are you imbalanced in how much emoting there is and needs to be done right now? Let me just go ahead and get a clarifier here. Ace of Pentacles, interesting. So some kind of new, whatever this is, this feels like an emotional cleansing, like something had to happen here in the recent past to kind of show and offer you new opportunity. There was some kind of new opportunity physically that came from this, like whether this is a new job, a new way to make money, potentially a new windfall with this. I mean, I hope this isn't the case, but it could look like someone in your family dying and then leaving you a new opportunity or a new job or a house that you inherit. Something like that happened in the recent past here that's offering you a new way forward, but potentially from a tough place emotionally. Where are you going here in the future? What's the trajectory? The Five of Cups in reverse. Love to see it for you, Aquarius. The Five of Cups in reverse tells us that as you move into the future, you're going to be focusing on the good. You're going to be potentially still in a place of grief or of like things that don't feel good potentially emotionally, but the Five of Cups is always about where we're focusing. And traditionally the focus is on what's not there. It's focusing on, you know, 3 cups that are spilled versus like the 2 that are still full. There are still things to be grateful for, even if we like lose everything. For the most part, if we're alive, we're still breathing air and we're still enjoying water. And for the most part, you probably have some part of your health, right? So there can always be something to focus on, even if it can be really difficult. And the Five of Cups in the future here says there might be some things that you're still working out. You might still be looking at the broken heart or feeling like your heart is still healing, but you are going to feel resourced enough or have like the energy enough to fly forward, keep your head up, move forward, understand that you are resourced enough to keep going. And you have some incredible strength this month, Aquarius, some incredible like emotional resources that are coming for you. There's a lot of new energy on the board, right? Ace of Pentacles, the Empress, Ace of Cups here. So the Six of Wands in reverse, there might be something that you lose coming up. The Six of Wands is about victory, of success, of thinking like, okay, great, I got through it and it was fabulous. Or, you know, I did that big work thing and it worked out and it made me $1 million. The Five of Cups with the reverse, with the Six of Wands reversed here says, you might be okay failing here in the future. There might be something coming up where it doesn't really go your way, and that's okay. It's like maybe the failure or the non-success of something. I don't want to say you're going to fail at something, but it's like, you know, maybe you had some situation. Here's an example. You had to work really hard. I had to work really hard for this situation at work this year where it was like a lot of pressure for this one event. And it doesn't go as planned. It didn't go very well, but the culmination of that is looking like so many other things are being planned at this point. It's like leading us to a better way of working together. It's not the end of the world. It's just like the beginning of us having a whole new set of priorities as a team. And that's really positive. So there's a way where I was really disappointed. There's a lot of disappointment in that, but there's also focusing on the good. That's the 5 of Cups in reverse, and the 6 of Wands in reverse is like, yeah, something didn't go as planned, but it's actually like very positive in how it's focusing our movement going forward. Okay, Aquarius, how are you feeling about all of this? Oh, 8 of Pentacles, look at you. You're so solid. This is feeling good. This is feeling like you want to keep working on things. This is you continuing to build your nest here. And it's like, you're not just building one little nest, you're building like a whole village. The 8 of Pentacles has already gone through the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So you have some knowledge here in making things happen. The Pentacles suit is all about making things happen in the material world. You are focused on building. You could be focused on work, or you're definitely focused on working through whatever this is that's going on this month. So you're like, yeah, I've got some challenges, but like I've got it on lock. I got the next step on par. Like I'm talking to the doctors. I'm talking to my boss. I am actively engaged in like the physical steps I need to take to continue the work moving forward. And I'm not going to let anyone hold me back with the 7 of Swords in reverse. You're like, it doesn't matter. Come at me, say whatever you need to. And I'm also not letting my own inner thoughts self-sabotage me. 7 of Swords for me is always a self-sabotage card. Usually it's like, what thoughts of mine are holding me back? And I love to see this combo for you here, the 8 and the 7 here with the Pentacles and the Swords, just saying you're feeling good about all of this and really stable and ready to like work and move forward. Here's a card of what we're looking for in the environment, people, places, things around you this month, Aquarius, that might be helping, hindering you. And we have the Devil. I'm oohing because I just haven't seen this before, this card, and I'm taking a second to kind of like take it all in. Love this. I just love this deck so much. So here's a praying mantis, about to crawl into this like Venus flytrap, this Venus flytrap plant. I'm also just noticing like this heart on the plant, meaning for me that like there isn't a good or a bad here, right? The plant needs to eat, the praying mantis needs to eat and like live as well. It's not like this demonic portrayal, even though there's all this fire down here. Really interesting. Okay, so things, people, places around you this month, Aquarius, might have a particularly glittery pull to them. You might feel really drawn to things that like might mean material gain for you, or you might be drawn back into ways that like, well, if I just work a little bit more, well, if I just like focus a little bit more time on making money, then everything else will fall into place. And you know this month, Aquarius, that like focusing on your material gain is not what's going to get you to where you want to be. You're very focused on understanding that like you need to disassemble some kind of the financial stability or material stability you have right now in order to get back to health and wealth if you're not there already. So you're just going to bump into opportunities this month where you get to continue to make that choice, right? If you get like a shiny new job bump or something, you know, like a raise, job bump, or someone says, hey, do you want to take on this project? It's only like an extra 10 hours a week for you. And you're like, and it would make you like an extra X amount. You know, there might be a thought in you that's like, oh, I should do that. It's going to make more money. It's like logically, it's better for me and my family. I'm going to get more to eat here if I do that. But ultimately, you need to examine with these choices that come up in your environment, what is chaining you? Like the Devil always talks about golden handcuffs. It might be this like amazing opportunity, but what is it chaining you to? What is the sacrifice you have to make for material gain? So the Devil is never a bad card. It's just showing us like material gain is definitely available for us in this card, in this energy, but at what cost, and do you want to pay it? And if you do, great. But the rest of this reading is telling me that it might not be the best, most healthiest route for you to take with some of this. We're really focused this month for you, Aquarius, on like letting go, being more vulnerable, coming into your heart, shining more authentically, being who you are, and healing a broken heart so you can really shine forward in the world in your best work, and having new second chances here at whatever it is that was like a big disappointment, and really focused on emotional and heart healing and being, oh, this is really beautiful, being very like magnetic, not having to work extra hard to get what you need. The Empress is all about just being magnetic. She's so full of self-worth already. She doesn't have to like go out and work for it. She just brings things to her because people want to give her things. That's how magnetic and fertile and abundant she is. So this is, of course, this card is coming up because it's like, are you sure? And you're going to be like, yeah, I'm totally good. I don't have to take that third job to get what I need. I know that it's coming for me because I know my self-worth and I know that I am taken care of. What are your biggest hopes and dreams this month, Aquarius? 8 of Wands in reverse. Interesting. I love this card, actually. At first, I thought it was this eagle or osprey just being sort of like skewered by all of these, but it's not. It's this eagle and osprey eagerly darting through any and every arrow that possibly gets thrown at it, and there are a lot of them. Well, 8 to be exact. And it's just easily like flying through all of them, making like split-second decisions to dodge whatever it needs to. So it's this agility, it's this movement, it's this aligned immediate action to get you to where you need to be. So there's a hope and a deep fear this month that the movement, that you might still stay stagnant, that you might not be able to move in time to miss an arrow, that you might not know when to start something or when to leave something. Let's go ahead and get a clarifier there. So there's this like really deep fear this month that like maybe your business won't get started, or maybe the money won't come in if you just get to relax and rest and find a sustainable source of income, or I love this. The advice for you here, Aquarius, is believe anyway. Take the leap, start the new journey. It doesn't matter. The timing will be perfect. Divine timing will come as it's meant to be. Trust that time is going to happen exactly as it should, and focus on being in beginner's mind, open mind, no worries, no cares, just joy at the journey, at a whole new journey. And you're going to be just fine. Okay, culmination card here. 8 of Swords. Okay, well, this is really beautiful. We'll pull a clarifier, but the 8 of Swords is a card about feeling really locked in mental constructs, like fears and not knowing what to do. And this is okay, Aquarius, to see. This is a really comforting to see, actually, because this means if this is how you're feeling overall at the end of the month, don't worry. Spirit's like, yeah, I got you. It's exactly where you're supposed to be in the process of whatever is unfolding for you. So if you are feeling particularly like locked up in your mind, not understanding what's going on, fearful, unable to kind of like move forward because of your fears, know that like Spirit sees that, the universe sees that. And this isn't like telling you that that's how it's going to be. This is like a really supportive card to say, you know what, honey, if that's where you're at in a lot of big decisions and in a lot of really big shifts here, it's okay. This isn't going to last forever. We'll pull a clarifier, but this can also make a lot of sense if you are very drastically deciding that you are looking at like a whole different foundation financially, or if your job is, or your living space, if your home or your job, your income, or like the place where you live is shifting at all in a really big way, or if there's someone who's been supporting you, if you're going through like a separation and you had a dual income and now you have one. There's clearly so much good stuff that's coming for you, but those are very foundational survival pieces. And there's nothing that you can't be successful at. But if you are facing that, it makes sense that you would feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. Like, I should do this or I should do that, or I'm not sure where to step where I won't get hurt or where I'm not going to make a mistake. And don't worry. This is like the universe saying, don't worry. This might just be a part of the process for you. Maybe it won't be, Aquarius. This isn't telling you that it is. If it's not, perfect. But if it is, just know that Spirit's saying, I see you, and that it is a part of the journey this month, and that's okay. It won't be forever. Just know that like, feel comforted and feel seen if that's a part of your experience through all of this, and know that that is just one of the tests, challenges, that you need to get through. It's immediately giving me like Hercules vibes, who was given like the 8 challenges to get through and they were like impossible. And he's like so strong now because he got through all of them. That's what I mean by test. And the Hierophant in reverse says it's time for you to make your own way through. So the Hierophant is a card about like really traditional teachers or places where we learn things. And I love the Hierophant in reverse because to me, that always represents us finding our own way through, us being the authority, you being the authority, Aquarius. I'm just looping myself into your world here. But the Hierophant in reverse with this card says, it is time to find your own innovative, beautiful ways through your own mental lock, right? Like, don't like go to sign up for a master's program to get through this. Take a beat and take time to meditate and really ask yourself, what would help me feel better? Is it a nap? Is it a meal? Is it going out for a night? Is it staying in for a night? Is it joining a club? Is it like cutting out 3 of the clubs that you're a part of and you're doing too much, right? You know your way through with the Hierophant in reverse. You have to come up with innovative new ways that are absolutely unique to you to get through this, and you have it. Like, don't be worried about that card. I feel like it's just exceptionally supportive and also natural, right? It's like pointing us to the fact that like, yeah, there is anxiety when you kind of go through some like really big foundational pieces. So just remember, Aquarius, the whole foundation for your reading this month is coming out of emotional stagnation with incredible second chances. The Judgment is such a beautiful card. It's like new chances, second chances are coming. It is literally on the original tarot images, rising from the dead, people rising from coffins. So if you have been going through some really tough emotional times here, just know, like, lean into the belief that that's what's happening and it's going to get you to where you want to go, i.e. peace, i.e. success, i.e. love, i.e. joy, so much faster. I hope you just have the best month and the best time figuring out all of these puzzles and knowing that you can do it, Aquarius. You're so strong, so capable, so resourced, and so loved by Spirit.